Lydia's show.
No, Lydia's video.
Can we do that one more?
No,
Creative, talented, and ambitious.
Fun, serious, and exciting.
Being innovative, hardworking, and resourceful.
Being a Scripps major means being innovative, creative, and prepared.
Innovative, informed, and indestructible.
Creative, diligent, and focused.
Thinking outside of the box.
To me, being a Scripps major means that I am innovative, creative, and really just ambitious.
Well-rounded, curious, and outgoing.
When I think of Scripps, the words that come to my mind: grit, determination, elevation.
Innovative, hardworking, and creative.
3 words that describe Scripps majors or Scripps in total is networking, creativity, and drive.
It's dedication, hard work, and finesse.
It would be consistency, creativity, and connection.
For me, being a Scripps major means hands-on learning. Every skill that they teach us, everyone, all the professors always make sure to give us real-world examples and how to apply it to our lives and our future jobs.
Creative, hardworking, and opportunities.
Innovative, diligent, and fun.
Being the shaker, being the mover in the world. That's what it means to me, at least.
Being a Scripps major, I mean, it's important to me. It means everything because I feel like I couldn't be any other major, and I feel like I'm happy that our school offers this program and offers such a big school for this area of studies. So I really only have one word. It just really means everything to me.
I chose StratCom because I love the world of PR and I love producing, directing, and creating my own. So I thought strategic communications fit my personality very well because it's going to strategically teach me how to communicate and effectively create great products.
I chose to be StratCom because communications is definitely my passion. I love communicating. I love talking to people. I love figuring out, what strategies work best when it comes to marketing, what strategies work best when it comes to branding. I love, I feel like communication makes the world run. Without communication, we wouldn't be able to do basic things like, these professions that make so much money, like doctors, lawyers, they need to communicate, they need to study, and that's the whole, foundation of the world. And so I feel like once I got my degree in communication, I could basically do anything I wanted. So, that's why I chose this.
So I chose to be StratCom. Not initially, I honestly didn't even really know the difference between journalism and StratCom. But when I came in here and I really evaluated all of the courseworks and everything like that, I did realize that my skill set was better suited for strategic communications opposed to journalism. So that's basically why I chose StratCom.
I was actually a finance major my freshman year, and then I switched into Scripps to be a StratCom major because I just really knew that my passion was working in the entertainment industry. So I had to switch over and come to Scripps and be a StratCom major so that I can learn everything that I can apply to what I want to be when I grow up.
I chose StratCom because I think I have the gift of gab. Speaking is just my thing, and I felt like if I learned how to use it in a craft or a field, it would better suit me, and I just felt like it was just the space that I belonged in.
I chose to be a StratCom major because I'm very interested in the arts, and I knew there wasn't really another major on campus that could help me pursue my dream, but StratCom was something that allowed me to be fluid in my creativity and also relate to people on a different level.
I chose to be a broadcast major because I love to talk and I love to share my opinions and viewpoints, but also being on camera. I like the aspect of being able to cover a wide array of subjects and topics, and I feel like the media is a very important and powerful tool, and if used properly can be something that helps and benefits people.
I would define Scripps Howard in 3 words as always being ready. And the reason why I chose this minor is because I feel like it's a good way to incorporate into film, learning how to write news stories, learning how to just write in structure, also knowing how to network and being on camera as well as off camera, behind the scenes and on the scenes.
I've always been into entertainment and watching entertainment news like E! News or Entertainment Tonight, and that's always been my passion. I could always see myself on the TV screen one day, so I wanted to follow my dreams and come to Scripps Howard.
I chose to study this field because, well, one, I'm terrible at math and science. Like, that just was not my niche ever in life. And throughout my life, my mom put me in things like theater and sports, and I was always public speaking for something, whether it was for, like, my father's foundation or, like, his stuff in the community and, you know, different things at church. So I was never afraid of being in front of people, and I always knew I wanted to be in front of the camera one way or another, but I knew acting wasn't going to get me anywhere. That, at least I thought, like, I just was like, I'm not going to do Hollywood and all that stuff. So I've always loved the news. Even as a kid, like, the news would calm me down, like, as a baby. And even as in elementary school, middle school, high school, the first thing I would do, get up in the morning is turn the news on. So I just knew that I think I really fell in love with news, what it meant to be, you know, a news anchor, a journalist, a reporter, all that. I just found it was so cool to tell someone else's story. So those are the reasons I chose this field to study.
Well, initially I chose journalism when I applied to Hampton. When I was applying, I honestly didn't even know what I wanted my major to be, but I knew I liked writing, so I chose journalism. But throughout my matriculation, I noticed that I wasn't really a fan of broadcast, and I'd rather be behind the scenes. So I changed my major to Strat Comm, and I decided to change my major to Strat Comm because I was a part of this marketing and advertising program, internship program, and I got experience, and their mission was to diversify the marketing and advertising industry, and that really resonated with me. So I wanted to pursue a career in that field.
When I was in high school, I knew I wanted to go into public relations because I've always had a knack for communicating, whether it was writing or communicating with others, and I've been on the debate team since 8th grade, so I knew I wanted to do something centering around like the writing field. So when I was doing my research about majors, I just started looking into different ways that writing can be applied, and specifically debate skills can be applied, and a lot of people recommended going into public relations because a lot of public relations is the art of persuasion, or portraying an idea in a way that is feasible for someone to understand and to digest. So I thought that would be a really good application of my skills, and as I moved through Scripps Howard and take my classes, I just realized I have an ever-growing passion for public relations.
I chose to be a broadcast journalism major because I love understanding a story, and I love getting down to the truth. And even growing up, I've always been told I have great communication skills, so I said, what's not a better major to utilize that skill than broadcast journalism? So that's why I chose to be a Scripps major.
My favorite thing about Scripps is how laid back it is. It's not so uppity. You don't really have a lot of people in here trying to put on a persona. I mean, you do have some people, I mean, that's everywhere, but not a lot of people. Everybody in Scripps can just be themselves. You know, there are people who are focused on different things, and you can learn from other people. There are different personalities. People say, you know, the Scripps major, being a Scripps major is very easy. You know, they say we don't do anything, yet, you know, when you look around campus, the only really school you see doing things or hosting events is Scripps. You know, so that's what I really like about Scripps. You know, regardless of what anyone says, you know, we're here handling business. We know what we do here at Scripps. You know, they may not know, but we know what we do here in Scripps. We know what kind of interns we get. We know what kind of job opportunities we get. You know a Scripps major when you see one on TV. You know, so that's what I enjoy about Scripps the most. We may not have the most technical work or heavy work, but I can definitely say that in Scripps we do have a lot of people who put forth a lot of effort.
You feel like you're being supported, and if you need help or you need advice as far as how to get better as a journalist or how to get better as a broadcast person, this is a place where you can really get that type of information and help, because these people are very willing and also want to help you and see you succeed.
My favorite thing about Scripps, I feel like the classes allow us to be ourselves, and I don't really ever come here and I guess you could say not enjoy the things that we do in class. I feel like everything allows us to express ourselves no matter what it is.
My favorite thing about Scripps, I would have to say, is the community, but also WHOV TV, because without that, I wouldn't have realized what I really wanted to be doing, and that's anchoring, hopefully on a show one day. So look out for me.
My favorite thing about Scripps is just seeing the inner workings and getting the education of why things are the way they are in this school, and just learning how to go out in the world while being on campus.
My favorite thing about Scripps is the people that I get to meet in here. I get to be able to explore and learn about people's passions and their creativity, and then I get to see them come to life over the span of 4 years.
Favorite thing about Scripps is the overall environment. Like, everyone in here is so creative, so smart, always working on something, always doing on something. You can open any class door anytime and find a plethora of different projects being worked on. I just love that. It's really motivational.
My favorite thing about Scripps is how much the professors care about us and care for teaching us, actual examples for how to survive in this type of industry, not just enough to pass the class or enough to get the credit to move on to the next thing. It's really about working on our skills and perfecting our craft.
I love being surrounded by creative people, and especially creative Black people. And that's something that's special about Scripps. I enjoy just bouncing off of ideas, learning new talents, and getting to see what people are passionate about and how they express that through their creative energies. And that's what I love about Scripps.
My favorite thing about Scripps is the building itself. I feel like in general Scripps is well equipped with the equipment that we need to study to our full capacity, because I know that in other departments there's a severe lack in adequate resources for the students, and I feel like Scripps as a whole provides enough resources for the students so that we're able to get the most out of our education. That's what I love about Scripps.
I would definitely have to say that I love the people here. You meet a lot of different students as well as staff who pretty much bring all of their best skills here, and we can all pretty much, it's a think tank, I like to say. We're all able to just kind of put in ideas, put in creativity, and we bring the best out of each other. So I appreciate how we all have different perspectives that all can add or help to our personal projects, and we can also help to other people's projects. So I definitely enjoy the people.
My favorite thing about Scripps is the events. We have so many events where we have big networks and big companies and people that created their own companies, etc. And they come down here, they give us free stuff, they help us basically find out what career path we want to go to, and they give us internships, interviews. I mean, the events here at Scripps are the best, and we get food, so that's us.
My favorite thing about Scripps, that is what makes Scripps for me, is the people. And I know it sounds so cliche, but there's never a day you come in here and there's nobody in here working on something. Somebody is always on the first floor, mostly, sometimes second floor, working on a project or an assignment or a video. And everybody in Scripps, for the most part, is a hustler. We each have our own unique paths that we take and kind of adapt from the knowledge in our curriculum and make it our own, and kind of seek different opportunities, internships, or create our own opportunities and structure it in a way that works for each one of us. So that's why I love Scripps.
So I changed the fact that they are focused towards journalism more than they are focused towards StratComm majors, and giving opportunities to StratComm majors and people that want to work in different fields of the industry, and mostly entertainment industry. So that's what I changed.
If I could change one thing about Scripps, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a really hard question. But I would say being notified when guest speakers are coming on campus and when they're arriving to this building. I do feel like when those events are occurring, I don't really know about them till maybe like the day before or the day of, and people just say, oh, so-and-so's here. I'm like, oh, they are? I had no idea they were coming. Because if I knew ahead of time, I could become well prepared and really have a conversation with them.
If I could change one thing about Scripps Howard, I would make it a priority that every incoming student knows what they're getting into exactly, because one student might say, I want to be StratComm or I want to be journalism, but they don't really know what that entails. They don't really know what career paths they could go in with that major. And even right now, like me as a sophomore, I'm still finding out things about my major and what possible careers I could get into, like public relations. I just found out that it's not really what it seems. And some people may have good experiences with it, some people may have bad experiences with it. And that's just one example of how, I feel like Scripps as a whole needs to inform their students about every aspect of the major, because we're paying thousands of dollars, we should be well informed about what we can do with this.
If I could change one thing about Scripps, it would probably be like having companies come more on like a daily basis to speak to the kids, so that it will allow us, aside from the research that we do on our own, it will allow us to see like the different types of brands, the ones that we can work with, and help us explore our options like they do in the business major, how companies are constantly coming in to speak to them.
If I had to change something about Scripps, I would probably go for the Wi-Fi. It's not that great. And also some of the other technology, like the projector screen, sometimes gets stuck, they won't go down. It's an issue.
One thing, I would have a little bit more offered to the StratComm students as far as opportunities, internships, speakers, just more StratComm opportunities.
If I could incorporate one thing into Scripps, it would be doing more shadow work, maybe a class where you can go out and actually go to a news station and watch, maybe go to a place where they do magazines and see how the print works and just learn about the background of why things work there.
If I could change one thing about Scripps, the Wi-Fi. I would change the Wi-Fi about Scripps because there's no reason that we're the most technologically advanced majors and we have the slowest Wi-Fi. So that's one thing I would change about Scripps.
Okay, and cut.
What do you want to say to the people?
I want to say to the people that get used to this face, get used to this voice, because you're going to be seeing it a lot. Also, stay tuned for whatever types of things I do. I make my moves in silence, but then I become loud once they become fulfilled and realized. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? Big baller brand moves coming up, and also, if you ever see me on TV, or if you ever hear me on the radio, you'll know I made it. Did you?
So I chose to be a scrap for a while.
This major means that I have access to a lot of resources and opportunities that I probably wouldn't have had access to otherwise had I not chosen communications as my major, or even come to Howard to
These are so simple. I need good words. I just need that one word that's gonna really punch through and touch people's hearts. These big words, like I have to look at them to remember. Like very good descriptive words.
Wow. Are you really Googling these words right now?
I am. Huffington Post.
Wait, bring it closer.
the words.
Totally.
She was clapping her cheeks. Hi everybody, I'm Kayla Samuels. Hey guys, I'm Patrice Brown. And thank you for watching Lydia's video. And cut!
It's okay, I need bloopers.